Angels live in my town.
So listen the f*** up.
It's crazy.
This sounds like you actually have something to say.
Oh, good for you.
What the fuck is he talking about?
You guys are doing terrific.
This is great iced tea.
I think every American should be watching this.
What's good, everybody?
Hey, buddy.
Welcome back to Angels of My Town.
Yeah.
It's another episode.
Yeah, it is.
We're getting back into the groove of things. We took a little time for the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, enjoying the
Kind
summer.
of. We're just busy.
We're busy. There's a lot of summer things going down. But we had a great show last week. Last episode.
Last show, yep.
Last show.
We had DJ Shub.
DJ Shub.
The godfather of powwow step.
Yes.
As I like to say.
Yeah. He's a super talented artist. Good friend of ours. And, yeah, really, really great. I've been listening to the War Club album a lot.
Yeah, I listen to it
heavy
too.
rotation right now.
Especially on a good sound system. It sounds amazing.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a really good album. It's like 20 tracks deep too, and like there's a lot of bangers on it.
Yeah, and he
Like,
gave us a physical
really
copy of it too, which I really enjoyed because I think it sounds better than the digital. I
Exactly,
mean, everyone should go out and buy it. Support your artists. Support your local artists.
Yeah, get the CD.
Support any of your artists, really.
It's excellent. Excellent album.
Very good.
We were stoked to have
Oh, I lost you there.
Dan
Back on.
And I mean I think the interview went really well. Some of the bits we planned, like the game we put together.
It's a real film jack.
Dan's an expert at. It's a real film jack. He didn't get any wrong.
He's either a master of porn or he's just a master, like he said, of being able to tell the quality of the
pick out
production.
the audio.
The production that was into it.
Yeah. And like there is a distinctive difference between the audio in porno and the audio in real films. But you wonder why. You wonder why they can't, I guess is it that expensive to mix and record porn? Like they just don't care if the audio sounds good? I think the audio is really important.
Yeah, you want to hear those noises. I think the Randy Spears,
and the dialogue.
The Randy Spears one, like that's real acting, Jack.
Yeah, Randy's an excellent actor. And then
I'm an actor, man. I'm a real fucking actor.
and then you
knocked
squash it
that
with
one
all
out, yeah, and then they take away with the quality.
You take the quality out, and then all of a sudden his performance, he's no DDL, he's no Daniel Day-Lewis.
In that scene, he is. Just the production.
I mean, as far as porn stars go, it's hard to beat Randy Spears.
Oh, he's excellent.
He's
Just trying
hard.
to get
He's
comfortable.
a hard man to trump.
Yes.
He's tough. He's a good actor.
Excellent.
I like James Dean.
Yeah.
This is one of the new stars, the young kids.
I don't know. I'm watching all amateur.
It's
shit.
not really not the James Dean from like
I gotcha.
Rebel Without a Cause.
No?
He spells it differently.
Oh, really?
I think it's Deen.
Oh, that extra E. I would have put an extra D.
D-E-N?
Yeah.
E-E-N?
Gotta get that D, bro.
Dean. Yeah, you gotta get that D in there. I think that's what he's known for.
Most of those guys are nowadays, right?
Yeah, he's kind of taking up Rocco's mantle, but even though Rocco's still doing it, Rocco's still going at it.
Yeah, he had that Netflix documentary, which was really good.
It was excellent. Yeah. Yeah, Rocco's
I think
Freddy's
we've mentioned this
interesting dude.
before. Didn't he fuck like his mom's like best friend on her funeral or something, or throat fucked her in the street or something like that, or some old lady that looked like his mom?
It's a crazy story. Yeah, she was a widower. She just lost her husband.
Yeah,
and she was like in her 70s or 80s.
Yeah,
and he fucking seduced her
in the streets. I believe is the story.
I don't remember the whole story.
In the back alley.
But I think Rocco would just like whip his cock out and be like, you like this? You want this? And then
I would assume most
Italian women couldn't resist.
A lot of girls probably like his dick.
Yeah, he's a pretty famous porn star.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's laid some pipe.
Yeah,
cat.
He definitely is.
So speaking of
porn.
Oh, what else did we do last episode?
We had Dan on. That was the big thing for us. I mean, our topics, are always on point, but Dan was the big thing. Dan was the big draw.
We got some stuff we're gonna discuss today. We got a lot of clips we're gonna play. You snuck this one in. We're gonna play in a second. The inventor of the Sybian.
He died.
Okay.
I want to give him his honor.
Okay, you just snuck it in there.
Yeah, just before the show started, I stuck it in there sneakily.
Yeah. So, we're gonna talk about Space Jam 2. But like
the spoof.
LeBron's,
we're going to talk about the spoof.
What's that?
I sent you that link. Remember, you loved it. You said you loved it.
I love the Space Jam. This
should have been the real Space Jam too.
It's one of the best.
I'm gonna let you know. I saw the second one with LeBron.
Yeah.
And this spoof is better.
Yeah. Okay.
It was awful.
So we're gonna talk about that in a bit.
Our guest that's coming in.
Yeah, we got a nice guest today. We got
local artist.
Alan.
Alan's World.
Alan's World.
I call him Alan.
Alan.
Alan! 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 Al! Alan! 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 Alan!
Yeah, and he's gonna come on. He's a rapper.
He's doing some kind of weekly freestyle every week or every 2 weeks that he posts on his socials.
He's a producer as well.
He's won a Niagara Music Award. He's won, and he's been a drummer since he was 10. Plays multi-instrumentalist, I think is the word they use. He does all that. We'll let him plug himself.
Yeah, he does all that shit.
Anything he can get his hands on, and then he laughed about it. But what's funny about the Iverson weed story and him, Alan was a cron. And he just recently quit. So we need to bring that up. Let's not forget. Because he says it's hell. And then I'm like, well, why'd you quit? And then I'm like, wait, don't tell me. Save it for the show.
Should I smoke weed right in front of him? Just light a joint right in front of his
Yeah. See what he says.
So he says, see how strong his willpower
Yeah, especially when we go to ask him the question why he quit.
That's a horrible thing to do to someone who's trying to
like a drug addict,
yeah.
Fucking piece of shit.
Drugs right in front of you.
Wow. That's like alcoholics. I mean, it's the same shit.
Maybe it's a way to test their will.
Yes.
To see if they can make it through.
He says he's quit for a few months, and I know this guy loved weed. I just know he was a big cron, and when he told me he quit, I was surprised.
It's like people that go to veganism. I'm a vegan right now, but
you either are or you're not, I think.
But I'm saying, like, I think vegans, or most people that do vegan, they go back to eating meat. So it's like these guys that say they quit
especially
weed.
Broads.
The guys that are chronic and they quit weed, they're going to go back to smoking weed.
Well, we're going to test him. We'll see what he says.
We're going to offer some weed.
That's funny.
You want some weed?
Yes.
We got lots of weed.
That's so wrong.
Is it bad?
I don't know.
It's not like it's cocaine
it's not
or heroin.
I don't. We should ask him.
You ever suck some dick for marijuana?
To some people, weed is their life.
Yeah.
Like, they can't function without it. And I feel like he was a pretty big cron, as far as I know. I've only known him a short period of time.
Is that what they call him now? Crons?
I think that's what we used to call him. Isn't that what we used to call him in high school? Crons.
I don't know.
Chronics.
I hate having to lean in.
Well, we need a new mic, bro. We got to use the good one for the guests. The guests.
I want a better mic stand.
That being said, any of our guests, you guys always get the good quality stuff. You guys get snacks, you get a water, you get a drink, and you get the good mic stand.
You can see Alan's gonna be eating Cheetos on the.
That's
on
up
the
to
show.
him. It's up to him.
We can't give him Cheetos on the show.
I do that so their hands, so they get all
orange, and then they're like.
Yeah, exactly.
On the fucking mic. Little cheese-eating motherfucker. So yeah, we got a big show. A lot of stuff going on.
Lots.
Okay, so you want to get into this Dave Lambert?
Yeah, I think he deserves his little say. And not everybody knows who he is. Did you know who he was? I mean, like, did you know his name? You knew his name?
Just a Stern.
Okay, well, let's just read a little snippet.
I used to. Is it Lampert or Lambert?
Pert. It's with a P.
Okay.
David.
I knew a Lambert. Shout out, Brent.
Dave Lampert, the inventor of the Sybian sex aid, it says, has gone for his final ride, dying at the age of 90 on June 24th, 2021. The Sybian was designed by Lambert in 1987. Lampert. 1987 as a sexual stimulation device. Lampert, a professional dance instructor, buddy, he deserves to sing. It's literally 20 seconds. You've cut into the 20 seconds of this man. If you died, wouldn't you like someone to give your thing? Let me know.
If I died?
Yeah. Would you like someone to have a little snippet?
Right,
Thank you. He deserves a second. This guy gave orgasms to every girl who ever bought one.
They're expensive.
$1,200 is the baseline.
I think you should preface like this whole thing was what a Sybian is. I don't think a lot of people in our audience probably know what a Sybian is.
It's basically, I think he came up with the idea because of.
Explain to people.
It's like what is that thing in the Olympics? Basically, you know that's where he goes. Exactly. Is that what it's called? It's like
or
that.
A saddle, yeah.
And it is a saddle, exactly. And then it has like a thing to stimulate your anus, and your vagina was the original model. And then they added attachments if you wanted with a dildo. Yeah. That goes in, but the original
and it rotates.
There's tons of them now, but the original attachment was the front and back.
Is this okay?
Yeah, you're on.
I'm on.
Yeah. It was the original front and back. Dave's interest was to develop the Sybian purely to seeing the need to help women experience orgasms, and many of them. His daughter
Some women have a difficult time having orgasms.
Some, yeah.
Some do.
Yeah.
They're tough nuts to crack.
He wanted women to control his own sexuality was his big thing. So this man was a giver.
He was trying to you know what? Dave Lambert, Dave Sybian, whatever.
Lampert with a P.
He was in some ways we're trying to replace men. Like trying to give women some independence, like they don't even need men anymore.
Well, the clip I pulled for this from the Stern Show as we were talking,
this is his.
He's on there, yeah, and he used it as a sexual tool. He would sit there with the girl.
Right.
So I think in this video he's like 80 something
for their benefit.
Yeah, and he's like stroking her back, and the chick's hot as hell. Raven, I think she's a porn star.
Yeah, but I love how he's positioned it. Like this is for you or your benefit. I need to get on there with you because otherwise you won't be able to come.
Yeah. Well, no, he coaches her through it. Like she has like mind blowing. So she already has busted her nut, as people say, or whatever.
This show has gotten so raunchy and dirty now.
Well, I'm trying to fly through this one. It was going longer than I thought. At the 2:47 mark, she's already came, and then he's like, "No, we're gonna go for another." And then came the famous line in the thing. So at the 2:47 mark, she's already just had. Skip to the 2:4 because she really and then play it as long as you like. She comes. This is her coming extremely hard.
Oh, this isn't the video version of it?
They're all blurred out, the video, but this is only the audio. Yes, correct. So the 2:47 mark, she's already came, and now he's like, we're going to do it again.
Raven, can you handle this?
Yeah.
Stern's so good on this part, too.
Let it go.
That's how creepy he is. I love it.
Let it all go out. Get the poison out of your system, Raven. Get the poison out of your system. Let it go. Close your eyes. Keep them closed.
And he's rubbing her back the whole time, too.
Go ahead and come. Go ahead. Let it go.
Play it as long as you like, but she's about to blow, I think.
Let her go.
It's so creepy. Funny thing is, the visual is hilarious. He's straddling in front of her. So this could be used in your.
She would have came a lot quicker if he wasn't there whispering.
But she's
sweet nothings
already come. I think she comes like 3 times during this clip.
I know, but I'm just
crazy.
Saying,
yeah, I think that's what Howard and Artie say in this
like
too.
An obstacle.
Yeah.
It was like.
Well, just before they start this interview or whatever, this whole bit here, he says, I told you me being in here is going to be a distraction. Dave already says that.
I think, yeah.
But I think that's part of the bit, though, right?
He's an 83-year-old man. Look where he is. Look, he's sitting on this chick's
with
lap.
a hot chick.
Yeah.
Good for him, and thank you for creating the Sybian. I've never used one.
Lampert.
It's a P.
That's what I said.
Lampert.
All right. I'm glad we did that clip.
It's to honor the man.
Okay.
I mean, he's brought so much joy from the Stern Show just in my personal life, laughing. I'd like to get a Sybian.
Why don't you get one?
Yeah,
why don't you honor him that way? You didn't honor him that.
One day I'm going to get one.
What's holding you back?
I don't know.
They're expensive, aren't
they? The base model's $1,200.
That's not that bad.
No.
Honestly, that's not that bad.
Where do you keep it?
When during the pandemic, I was pricing out sex dolls, real sex dolls.
This is well documented on the show.
Did I talk about this?
Yeah. Oh yeah, our first few episodes.
Oh yeah. I was convinced. I'm like, this is my new way of life. I don't need to leave the house now.
Yeah, you said it was amazing.
I don't need a job anymore.
Well, you got to keep the lights on.
I don't need anything. No, fuck that. I'll be homeless with my real doll. Live in a box.
Some people are doing that now.
I mean,
pandemic hasn't been good.
It's like you get a companion. They never say no.
That's a good point.
They're
always in the mood.
Hey, I want to go to let's go live on the beach in Vancouver.
But if you had no money to buy food, eventually you would probably get delirious, and then imagine your doll one day started talking to you and is like, "No, I'm not in the mood, Mike." Then you're done. You're crushed.
Well, when we run out of money, that's when I start pimping her out.
Oh. Who's cleaning it? You got no money for cleaning products.
They clean the bowl so you don't have to.
Oh no,
wash it out on the beach.
She's a high-priced real doll. That's like it's $1,200 a night.
Okay,
no
buddy, you're right. We've gone way off board. Let's get back on track. Get back into the show rundown. Let's do something funny.
High-class real doll, Mike.
Let's do something funny and some more dick jokes.
Okay, the next thing up, I don't even. This whole rundown is kind of haphazard.
It's all over the place. I love it. Just like us. It's a mess.
It's a mess. This whole show is like a mess already.
It's funny.
Oh, boy. Okay. The next thing we're going to do, Space Jam 2 came out with LeBron.
Yeah.
And then this guy, I don't know.
No, this guy I think came out before Space Jam 2. He was ahead of the curve. This should have been Space Jam 2.
This was like this is what inspired, I think.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers to be like,
they
we
were
gotta
like,
make
yeah,
a Space Jam 2. Yeah, because this guy just knocked it out of the park.
He really did. Good production so far. Look at that.
Already.
Well, I may be no Air Jorgen, but that won't stop me from having some fun and exercise from toss this old pigskin around.
I want to know who this guy is.
What? Bud the Bunny? Duffy the Duck? I must be asleep at night having a dream or something. Wake up. Wake up.
Buddy, this guy act better than LeBron. I seen Space Jam 2.
Wake up. Wake up.
It was awful.
You idiot. Knock that off,
I like when he talks like
We need
that.
your help, Josh. The monsters are back, and they will challenge us to more basketball. Seriously? What the heck is wrong with those guys? They're me. We need your help. Why doesn't Air Jorgen help you? He's busy. Come on, we'll be on our rest.
He is busy.
I'll do anything for my friends. Whoa.
Buddy, see that dissolve? Too bad people can't see this. You got to watch the show.
Are we gonna play this whole club? I think
No, it's way too long. Everybody should go check it out. We'll put the link in on our socials. It's fucking hilarious.
visual effects are excellent.
Amazing.
Winning.
That's cheating.
I don't care. I cheat on.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This storyline is better than Space Jam 2, which I saw with my kids. And LeBron is awful at acting.
They keep cheating.
The thing that bothers me, like I told you before,
I
is
haven't seen it, so I don't want to
Don.
criticize it.
No, you can. It's terrible.
I don't want to say anything.
Don-
I don't like LeBron.
I don't like
That's been well documented on the show.
Don.
Very much dislike LeBron.
Don
James.
Cheadle's in it, and that upsets me because I like him as an actor.
Don Cheadle, yeah. Well, because he's in Boogie Nights. Don Cheadle's done a string of fucking. You know, he's a commercial actor now. He was in those. Wasn't he in Iron Man and then the?
Oh, he was
Avengers?
decent in Iron Man though.
He's an Avengers.
He plays the what do they call the fucking other Iron Man?
Black Iron Man.
The Patriot Man. Patriot. The Patriot.
Patriot,
The
okay.
Patriot. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was good. He was good in it. He's a good actor.
I heard they're gonna cast a Black Batman.
No, isn't that the Two-Face thing? Isn't that Harvey Dent or whatever the fucking the original Batman?
Oh, he's black.
Yeah, and you sent me something.
Fucking
They're
Apollo
doing
Creed plays him. No, wasn't that not? No, was it Apollo Creed?
No, it was the dude from Star Wars.
Star Wars. Oh, what's his name?
I can't remember it. Yeah,
Lando Calrissian.
is that his name? Yeah.
Well, in the,
Is his
in the
name
movie,
Lando? Yeah, Lando's.
Lando Calrissian, but like I don't remember the actor's name.
No, that's
Fuck.
too bad.
Anyway,
You call yourself a student of film.
so that's those guys that did the space.
Yeah,
Jam
you
2.
should check that out. We will. You know, I'm going to put that link out just for a little fun. Maybe this in the next little
Post
bit.
it on the social.
That's what I'm saying.
medias.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, post it.
Post it.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking everyone posts everyone else's shit.
We're doing it.
Did you see our new promo?
People should see it. By the time this comes out, the promo is going to be old.
Yeah.
It's Poltergeist promo.
promo.
It's excellent.
Yeah.
Very good.
We got more coming.
Yeah, we got lots.
We got like
We recorded a couple. We just they're in post.
they're just in post.
Yeah, they're definitely in post.
It's not. I don't know if that one's gonna turn out as well as that Pulp Fiction one we did. That one. That
The
Pulp Fiction
Poltergeist
one, we
one's
nailed it.
really money, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Poltergeist one's money.
Oh,
But
you're
I'm
talking about the next
the one
one.
we shot.
The-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it can go good.
yeah, I think it's gonna be funny.
There's a whole new show on Netflix called The Movies That Made Us. I don't know if you've seen it.
I've seen the toys that made us.
Right. There's a new one, The Movies That Made Us. They did Jurassic Park.
Okay.
They did
Little foreshadowing.
Yeah. They did
Well
Forrest
done.
Gump
Ooh.
and Back to the Future
These are all iconic
and Pretty
movies.
Woman. I wasn't interested in the Pretty Woman one. It was really interesting actually.
It's a good
When
movie.
I watched it. Apparently, when they shot that thing, everyone thought it was going to suck because
Yeah.
they shot a really like they didn't even shoot the script. Like, they
Julia
just-
Roberts
they
is so
improvised
hot,
a lot of
though.
shit
She's so hot.
in that movie.
She's hot still, I think. Last
You
time
think
I saw
so?
so hot. Want to touch the hiney.
Oh, hot. Want to touch the hiney.
She's a great actress. She's pretty.
I
but
think
she doesn't-
she's-
I don't think she's hot.
Pretty to me as hot. It's all the same.
No.
I take what you get.
No.
Give me what you got. I got no more lines.
Okay. She's coming in what? 20 minutes?
About 30.
30.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We're doing good. We're right on point. It's rolling good. It's funny.
You know what it is?
It's because we take so much time off, bro.
We took so much time off, and now I'm feeling them rusty.
No, you're good. You're good. You're worried about. Remember the last time we felt like this? Everything went well. The shows were funny.
Yeah.
You're worried too much. Funny's funny.
Overthinking in the moment.
100%. You do that a lot. That's your move. That's your move. You're always overthinking.
You know what? Because like over the last 2 weeks,
can't you just live organically?
Organic.
That's what my therapist says. Live organic.
Live organic?
Lee. Something like that.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know. It's working.
How the hell else am I supposed to live?
So, you're thinking in your head, so you're not living organic and just let it flow, bro.
I gotta tell your therapist to spell that out because I understand what he.
I don't think it's a word.
Organic?
Yeah, that's how good he is. He makes up his own words.
So
it's pretty interesting.
Living organically, I think, is interesting.
No, it's not.
I don't understand what that means.
Me neither. I'm doing it though.
So what I was saying was like the last how long has it been since we did our last recording? 2 weeks?
3 weeks. 3 weeks. Yep.
I have all these ideas for the show.
Buddy, it's called
Pop
notes.
it in my head.
It's called notes.
Pop it in my head. I'm like, we're going to talk about this on the show, that on the show. And then when we get to the show, I forget everything.
Buddy, it's called notes.
Okay.
We're back.
We're back, everybody.
We got our guest.
Our guest, Alan. Alan's World. Alan, I don't know. What's your full name?
Alan Guglielmi.
Guglielmi.
Yeah.
Paisan.
Guglielmi. I want to hear the music in it.
The music in it.
Let me hear the music. Guglielmi. Guglielmi. Okay.
It's making me hungry.
And so that should be your rapper name, in my opinion. Guglielmi. Guglielmi.
That's gangster.
That's fucking gangster.
No one can pronounce it except for the Italians, but it's gangster.
That's why it's
there
gangster.
You go. That's why it's gangster. But your hip hop name is Alan's World? Is that the idea?
It's just Alan.
Just Alan.
Yeah.
That's what you're going with?
Yeah.
It's going with Alan.
Yeah.
Alan?
Keep it classic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, let's keep it on. Let's inform people what he's doing. So came across my feed. Alan started doing a freestyle rap. What is it? Weekly, every other week. I've seen 4. I think
we've been doing weekly. We only have 4 right now.
4.
We're taking a little break, and then we're gonna do a couple more.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what got you into this? You just decided I want to start rapping?
Yeah, I've been making music like my whole life, and probably about 10, 12 years ago, I started producing rap tracks, and like I was like, I enjoy rapping on them just as much as I like making them, so why not do a little bit of raps too?
Do you like Kanye?
Well, he's actually got a famous acquaintance from Fort Erie, Murder Beats.
Murder Beats is very famous.
Alan knows him very well. Well,
you do?
Used to. I should speak out of turn. Sorry.
When we were like younger, we made a bunch of beats together. Him, myself, and my buddy J-Mac. And
come on.
J-Mac's working for OVO now, I believe, unless he moved to somewhere else. But he's been with OVO for a few years as well.
So like the guy from OVO and Murder Beats were like in a collective.
Yeah, we were cooking every weekend.
That's crazy. You were cooking every weekend.
Yeah,
you were cooking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like Migos, right? and then so they take off and they're getting paid. And what's going on with you?
I've been making a couple of dollars in the background from that stuff. I just didn't really want to get fully into it because it's literally a full-time job. Like you got to go all the time, nonstop, and you don't ever see your friends or family or anything.
Yeah.
And I was seeing that from a younger age. I was like, maybe I want to enjoy life a bit and grow, and like actually be with my friends and family and all that.
Right.
But I still got placements.
That being said,
your
though,
music's really good. Like I've heard
Thanks,
a bunch of his music, and I'm like, why not? Why isn't he Murder Beats?
Well, I think he could do what Murder Beats does. From what I know,
I
only know a little bit of his work. I mean, but
his beats are pretty tight. Like they're pretty good.
Great.
They're great. I mean, he's good. Yeah. I mean, but it also came as a function of like the new hip hop, which Mike doesn't really vibe with. He doesn't really fuck with the new hip hop, which is like really simple beats, right?
Yeah.
Like how long does it actually take to make one of these tracks that fucking that gets these guys bands, you know?
Hey, some of the like bigger beats only takes like 8 or 10 minutes. Like
right?
I usually spend an hour at most, and that's like mixing and mastering and all that. It's like 20 minutes at most building the beat, and then the rest is just making it sound good and blend.
Wow. Fuck, what are we doing all this production for? This takes us an hour and a half to set up.
That's what I'm saying. But you think so? Then
just need a drum machine.
You're talented. You know, you got connections. Why not pursue it full time? Because like these guys are getting paid. Murder Beats is like a millionaire.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. Honestly, I'm building a home studio now because I got the new place going. So hopefully, I'm going to turn it into a full-time gig.
You have a studio though right now, don't you?
I do.
In your basement.
But yeah, I tore it all apart because I'm moving. So I'm
fuck.
actually getting one legit built in my house.
Nice,
bro. Let's start a label.
Oh, I'm down.
We'll sign some. We'll sign some acts.
You know, shoot the videos.
We got an eye for talent.
The Paisanos.
Paisanos, I like it, dude. They're like since the Beastie Boys, there hasn't been like a rap trio, 3 white guys.
No, there was Third Base, and then there was Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
And the Paisanos.
And the Paisanos.
Now the Paisanos.
That sounds good,
dude.
The Paisanos.
I think we're waiting for it. I remember Dirt
I
Nasty.
all day, bro. Dude, I remember.
I love Dirt Nasty.
Why didn't Dirt Nasty blow up?
I think he has a couple aliases. I don't know his whole story, but
he's an excellent rapper though, too.
It's enjoyable. I'll give you that.
I think he's hilarious.
And he's an actor as well, right? He's in a Scary Movie and a few other movies.
Oh, Beetlejuice is an actor too. Then he was in Scary Movie.
He is an actor.
What the fuck?
Beetlejuice in the house. This is your brains on drugs.
And Beetlejuice is an excellent entertainer.
He's a real actor.
He's a real actor, Jack. So Alan, your trajectory's just been a little different than those guys, but that's really cool that you were like at an early stage doing that. Was that you guys using Fruity Loops?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like is that FL Studio? Like is that like the thing? It was a free software. Fruit Loops, right?
Yeah.
Or Fruity Loops?
Yes.
But now I think it's like, have they changed that? Because like, how do they make any money?
I'm pretty sure they changed it. Like you pay for one, and then every time they come up with a new one, you just get the free upgrade.
Yeah, because like these guys are making like millions of dollars with their software, making beats. Fruity Loops, and they're not paying a dime for it.
No.
You know, it's like crazy. But so that's cool. So you got started in that, and then you started making beats. And then you're like, fuck, I'm going to rap over these beats?
Pretty much, yeah. Like, I would always be making them and rapping over them anyways. So I was like, why in the fuck not record it? Like, I have Pro Tools and Ableton and all those fun softwares, too.
Yeah.
Pro Tools is, like, the best for vocals. So I'm like, oh, I got it already.
Are you on Apple Music or anything?
I am, actually, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to pull up Apple Music, and we're going to
Are your freestyles on Apple Music?
No, they are not.
Where do we find those? Just your socials?
Yeah, my socials, Instagram, I think even YouTube, TikTok, all that.
So what do I search on Apple Music to find you?
Try Alan's World.
Did you also, while he's searching that, didn't you also
This is what I mean, Alan, by your name. People are going to search for you.
And there's a million, yeah, I know.
There's not too many. There's a lot of Allens. You know, it's like.
What happens if you do Alan?
That's not a bad idea.
I think that'll come up
Double
as
Alan. Yeah, I like that.
Alan.
So, but didn't you also did, like, I remember when I was talking to you, because we worked at the same job at one point, you said you wrote, like, Christmas songs and shit, and they got play on the radio, and you saw royalties from that.
Yeah.
Didn't you wrote something for a video game, too, or some shit like that, didn't you?
I've done a few tracks for different games.
And that just keeps coming in.
So I got a bunch of tracks here on Alan's World, the album.
Yep.
And so
which one you want to hit? Let's hit us with one.
You want a hard one, or what do you want?
Hit us with something. If you want to showcase this album, what are you
thinking? You got one track to save your life. Which one is it?
Live in the Now. We'll try that.
Live in the Now. Let's hear it. Now, is this hip hop or is this going to be rock? I know you were done a bunch of shit.
It's hip hop.
Turn on the demo, stop torturing yourself, man.
It already sounds like all the new rap that's out.
Sounds all the same to me.
We cooking up, we got them fresh tracks. We're moving
That's you.
songs like we're moving packs. Now don't you talk to me, you get no pass. Unless you talking money, then I gotta
go ahead and move with it if you got to. It help me.
But don't forget, that's how I was raised. You keep your lips sealed.
That beat's fire.
You did everything on this album yourself?
I did all the recording and the mastering and mixing. The beat was actually my buddy in Bulgaria that I hooked up with. I did a couple of the parts of it, but he did most of the melodies and all that fun shit.
So someone else did the beats and the melody. You did everything else?
Yeah, the guy from Bulgaria, his name is Nikos.
Nikos with an N?
Yeah.
Is he Greek?
German, I believe.
German.
Yeah.
Nikos!
He loves his German accent.
Kills it.
I can beat it! I can beat it!
You can rap in German.
I can. I can. You didn't know that.
I do now. So this one bangs. I like this one.
This is dope. This is a fire beat.
Thank you.
You made this beat?
My home, Nikos did, but I did the actual like drum parts too, and he did the melody.
I like that melody.
Yeah, it's nice.
Got it right there.
Woo.
And what I didn't even realize is he actually used an app, and inside FL Studio there's this app called Arcade now, and it comes with a bunch of preset melodies, and he actually just took it from there. So I was like, why the fuck am I not doing that? And then I started doing that.
Genius, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think it's one of those things where if you got a little bit of talent for music, you can pick this up pretty quick. Like you can pick this shit up quick.
It's easy.
You just got to be a little bit savvy with the computer by the sounds of it.
I'm listening to this, and this is as good as anything else I'm hearing.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. You're just right on point with anything else that's in popular culture right now.
So when did this come out?
Came out last June, so not
about a year.
About a year ago, yeah.
And what do we see from this? Anything? You see royalties? You catch anything?
I get a monthly payment, but nothing too crazy.
Nothing.
It hasn't really popped off.
Man, when's this gonna catch on? When's this gonna pop off?
What's been your
That's
biggest payday so far? Please tell me the Christmas song.
Actually not. I think that song right there was the biggest payday.
It sounded good.
One month, I think it
the
was
production
about
on it's good.
This sounds good too. This is the next track just came up.
He says Nico's.
What's the next one?
That's
okay,
funny.
next track to save your life.
Oh, fuck. Fast maybe.
And slow.
It's so fast.
So fast.
Fuck, doesn't even know the name of his own songs. You better get on point here, pal.
This one's a little more like serious, I guess. But all the audio clips are from Wayne's World, actually.
I think it's kind of like you don't have a label, do you? Do you have a label back to you?
No, I made my own pretty much because when you release music, that's how you can make your own. So I did one called ABG Records, like Always Be Great Records, but it's also my initials. It's like a play on words.
Well done.
And it was so fast, now you're gone and I know you're never coming back.
See, I like this one better. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like this one better. I feel that vibe.
Good.
I can fuck to this.
This guy is fucking really good.
He's talented. I told you.
You know, I want to hear people say I can fuck to it.
Yeah,
so
you like that.
That
See,
makes me happy.
you're welcome. I could put this on. My wife might not like it. I'll be fucking myself to it.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Thank you guys.
It's really good.
Appreciate it.
I think it's like as good as anything else. I just think you gotta get like marketing or something behind you. Get some names on it and shit.
And that's the big thing. Everyone like
Get some
online
attention.
will offer marketing, but they're nobodies, right? So how can you trust all those
Fuck,
people?
we should start flinging some of our other. We've had a lot of musical guests this season so far on the show. We had Matt Keegan, who's a big producer. Do you know Matt? You might know Matt. I think It's the same circuit with the bars. I think is
Okay.
Let's sign Alan to ALIMT Records.
Fuck, let's get him going.
down.
We're in connects with DJ Shub, Junior Award winner recently.
We can get you management.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
You know him?
No, I don't.
Good dude. He's actually a
You
friend
should
of ours
collab
from high
with.
school.
You should definitely collab with Shub.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hopefully Dan watches this. We actually have an episode coming out soon. Check it out. We got Dan. We have DJ Shub on.
Yeah.
Nice.
He was in studio in that spot right there.
I heard you mention that in your last episode. That's on YouTube right now. Actually.
See, oh, fuck, he's all caught up. Look at that. He's watching the show. I like that too.
I like that
He's
too.
wearing the T-shirt. He's all caught up. We're listening to his shit. He's listening
Good
to our
man,
shit.
Alan.
That's how you
Good
collab.
man.
That's
and
how we
he's
do here.
contributed to the show creatively with
with the dildo. Have you seen that, Alan? Have you seen that episode? Okay. What did you think of Lip's response? He didn't seem too pleased with it.
No, but he said everything that I told you anyways, right? So
Yeah.
it was like on point. I was like, can't really be mad if he's telling the truth, right? I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was a good bit.
Me and Mike came up with this bit. We had no concept of we had no
We just
idea
thought
about
you'd
the
slap
technical
the bass, man, and we're good.
We weren't specific of that there was supposed to be a specific kind of dildo that you would use.
No,
We
I
had
just bought whatever I could
we're
buy.
just like let's play this game. That was the idea.
That was it.
Someone playing with a dildo. He has to guess whether.
Which is a great concept,
Great
right?
concept.
It was awesome, yeah.
I think it was still funny. I think it still
It's
played
really
well.
funny. Lips did not like it. He did not like it.
That's even better then.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Hell yeah.
Even though he got every single one right, he was.
Yeah. He was.
I think
he
it
was
made him
good.
look
He was pretty
good.
Yeah, it made him look good. I mean,
I mean,
obviously,
it was all win-win. In my opinion,
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
The longest part of that was just recording, honestly.
Yeah.
Just getting the handle down on the dildo and everything. I never handled one of those before, so.
Not that big.
He was.
Not that big.
He was like, Lips was like, you weren't bottlenecking it. He kept on telling you didn't fucking bottleneck it.
Yeah, something like that. No, you needed a hard. You can't use a soft one. You need a vibrate because you can bottleneck or some shit.
And apparently the motor inside, it plays with the pickups.
Yeah,
apparently the magnets.
See,
and
he
the
was
pickups.
picking with a loose dildo. Like this thing flops.
Oh yeah.
You needed a vibrator.
You needed a vibrator.
We fucked up.
A plastic vibrator.
Like lesson learned.
So
Next
you
time.
could bottleneck it.
Next time. Next time. Lesson learned.
Yeah.
The next time we have another artist on that plays a cock, we know who to call and we know the real tools.
No one's made a guitar that looks like a cock yet.
Oh no, there's gotta be one out there.
I don't know.
Gotta be.
You know, Jeff Bezos flew in a rocket that looked just like a cock.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm like thinking maybe that's the next thing. Like, why didn't Prince have a cock-shaped?
I bet you he. That was the first artist that came to my mind that there might have been something similar. You're always futzing. You like futzing?
Futzing. I didn't do shit.
Oh,
It's
we clicked. We clicked.
Something. I
You
think
just
there's
went
a
up.
short.
You went up.
There's a short.
Sure.
Alan, can you fix it?
Oh, it just went now again. Hello? Hello?
Testing.
I don't know if we should edit this. I like when you seeing your face futz around with stuff. It's entertains me, actually. I think the people like it.
Is it?
Anyways, back on track
Can we just
here.
do a show of me futzing with my mic?
I think we could definitely do a clip show of you doing that because there's lots of material.
There's lots of material at this point, yeah. Hours.
So let's get back on track here with our boy Alan here. So I know fuck, I lost my track.
Okay,
listen to the futzing.
Well, did you have a question?
I did have a question, but I forgot it. Keep going. If you got one, go ahead.
So Alan, you were born in like 94?
Oh, here we go.
92, yeah.
92.
Yeah.
Okay. So like
Let's do
you
the
kind
math
of he just kind of was
31?
catching
30.
28.
Fuck.
It's 28.
God
But
damn.
so this is my point. Like, you just kind of catching when hip hop's just starting to launch, like really in the late 80s.
But
early
when
90s.
he's 2 in 94, that's what they consider the second golden age of hip hop.
The 94 to 2004?
No, 94 period. That year they consider the second golden
94
age.
is a good
I think
year.
it's 86 and 94 they consider the two golden ages of hip hop.
It was
so
also
he was
the
2.
best. It was also the best year for NHL.
94 NHL 94 is
yeah.
dynamite.
94
Yeah.
was
Hell yeah.
like the best year
the
for
Sega.
94 was a
second
great
generation.
year in general.
In general, we went to the
Good
World
year.
Cup that year. We did.
Yeah.
Baggio
Won the
ball.
Euros recently too.
And we won the Euros recently.
Oh fuck.
By the way, we haven't talked about that on the show yet.
I know, but so the way these
Why
shows
do
have
we
been coming
brought-
out
why do we
because
put-
they get dated. Then that's why we.
I
don't
know,
do
but we
it.
could be playing clips like reliving all the glory. We won the Euros this year, everybody.
Yeah, baby.
Heyo.
Let's have a moment.
I mean, it's
let's
in
have a
there all
moment
the
of
fucking
silence
time,
for the
bro.
flag.
At the very end for England.